Thank you very much for staying on and welcome back to the marketplace. Now, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has assured the proposed capital increase for commercial banks will not come with any special exemptions. The Bank of Ghana is expected to announce a new minimum capital requirement for commercial banks in the country. There are reports the central bank could propose 250 million cedis or even up to 500 million cedis. Speaking with Joy Business after GCB Bank presented 21.5 million Ghana cedis dividends to government, the finance minister said it is critical this recapitalization exercise takes place to strengthen the financial sector.
We also do have a particular interest in making sure the indigenous banks, become stronger because we believe that typically they support our SME sector much more so than others, and GCB has a capacity to do that, and so we certainly will look to support them.
Well, you talked about the capital review, and one of the critical challenges has always been with the local banks. What will be government policy? Because often they come in last minute, and some will say they spoil the party for the Bank of Ghana.
How do you mean by they spoil the party?
As in making a case for a lengthier time in meeting the capital requirements and all those things. What will be government's clear policy on this one? That listen, the Bank of Ghana will set the deadline and everybody should comply.
I know. I mean, we can't.
Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, and the Ghana Investments Promotion Center, GIPC, have initiated moves to address challenges faced by companies in the area of taxation on cash and technology transfers to their international partners. This follows concerns. Thank you very much. You're still live on the marketplace. And the annual Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair commences today at the Accra International Conference Center. We now want to take you live to the conference center where the opening ceremony is taking place. All right, so we'll definitely get to the Accra International Conference Center shortly to take the commencement of the annual Joy FM Bridal Beauty and Bridal Fair. Now, still moving on the marketplace, the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, and the Ghana Investments Promotion Center, GIPC, have initiated moves to address challenges faced by companies in the area of taxation on cash and technology transfers to their international partners. This follows concerns by affected companies that lapses in the enforcement of tax administration laws are unduly affecting their operations. Speaking with Joy Business after a forum organized by Ernst & Young, a representative of Scancom Limited, Francis Timo, called on the two institutions to deepen their collaboration to enable them honor their tax obligations.
My issue is...
Or let's all be outstanding. Can we please? Let's all be outstanding.
For me. For a 10-year period. So within the 10 years, I'm capable of transferring the money to the person who is transferring the services to me. Then GRA will come after 10 years and say that I shouldn't have transferred that money because that amount was not at arm's length. So clearly, as an investor, it means I was lured into Ghana to invest, and that has been our concern. If they are both statutory authorities, then the two should be working together. We shouldn't punish investors for transferring amounts for 10 years and then later a tax authority will come and say that no, the amount you transferred wasn't at arm's length and therefore I should pay taxes on it, and mostly it comes with penalty. So the investor loses at the end of the day, and that has been our concern at this workshop.
Are they addressing it?
Well, we've told them, the two authorities are saying that they don't find any conflict between their operations, but the reality is that there is, and companies are suffering at the moment. So we still wait. We've made our suggestions to them that they should work together to remove that confusion. Nigeria did it, and investors in Nigeria are fine. There's no conflict between the Nigerian authorities approving a technology.
All right, so we're now sending you live to the Accra International Conference Center, where the annual Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair opens today.
Throughout this program, and we shall be careful to bring you all the glory. Thank you. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. Lord bless you all.
Thank you very much. You may please take your seats. And you're all very welcome to the opening of the 14th edition of the Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair. And I'd like to just take a moment to take in the beautiful sight before us and also introduce our bride and our groom to you. Ladies first, so I'll start off. Becky is a broadcast journalist with multimedia, and for those of you who do watch our TV broadcast, you would have seen her doing the entertainment news. And her gown is made by Ruby's Bridal. And for those of you who aren't here to see us, you can go to the Joy FM Facebook page and watch live the proceedings right here. A very nice work of embroidery on some sateen, which is cream, and gold on top of that cream. And then our groom, Elikim, is also an analyst with multimedia. The man crunches data like no one's business, and is also decked out in a custom-made tuxedo. It's cream textured wool, also with embroidery, all done with a black vest and matching black trouser. And that's made by Custom Looks right here in Ghana. For those of you who think any of these things were imported, let me remind you, it was made right here. The bouquet of flowers also provided by Brand Elegant. And so, for those of you here, let's please give the groom and the bride a round of applause. Now, this is a very, very important part of the ceremony, the exchange of the vows. So I will welcome back Reverend Michael Abose to take us through the exchange of the vows.
All right. Maybe we have to say that this is a make-believe, so let's... All right. So you're going to turn and face me a little to the other side. Yeah. So, dearly beloved, we are here gathered to join in... You know, it's always the ladies who go like... All right, to join enjoy bridal fair matrimony. How about that? Yeah. Wonderful. So to the man, you say after me, no, you don't have to mention your name. Do take you as my unlawful wedded bridal fair wife. From this day forward. All right, wonderful. Put your hands together for him. And we'll do that for lady. Say I. What did I say again? I had to crunch the whole thing. Do take thee. As my unlawful. I would deny any day. Well, you never know. At this Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair wedding. From this day forward. So help me God. I pronounce you man and wife fake. All right, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful. I believe at this juncture, we would move to do the cutting.
Of the tape.
Of the tape.
Okay, may I ask the fake husband and wife to approach the entrance, and fake Mrs. Smith will cut the tape and declare the 2017 Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair officially open. Asafo, do I have your permission? In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
All right, so we're cutting, this is a very serious one. We're cutting the tape in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Now, we declare Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair 2017 duly open. God bless you all.
And for all our audience, it's now time for you to come over and pick up those bargains. Make your way to the Accra International Conference Center. Come and check out the exquisite design and decor by Chandel. This is how it's done. The bargains are waiting for you. It's officially open, the 14th edition of the Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair. Oh, I want to get married again. There's so much to choose from. Right from the planning services, the invitation cards, what to wear, what to eat, where to sleep, even the car to drive. Down from your socks to your intimates, to everything. The fascinators, they're all available here. Come through and see this for yourself. If you're planning to settle, this is where you must be. A Joy FM Beauty and Bridal Fair from the Accra International Conference Center. From today through till Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And don't forget, you can join us for cocktails every evening at 5 p.m. courtesy of Bel Air, and we can all have a good time.
All right, so that was a live feed from the Accra International Conference Center, where we brought to you the official opening of the 2017 Joy, Beauty and Bridal Fair, which is taking place from today till the 2nd of July. You can always pass by to be part of this beautiful event. And let's still stay in the wedding fun. The bridal industry in Ghana has been growing, especially steadily in recent years, much to the benefit of associated sectors like jewelry and media, among others. But to what extent are lavish weddings contributing to this? Kukwa Apia has been finding out more on this.
The need to commemorate important moments in our lives is the reason for some of the greatest inventions known to man. Weddings are a memorable occasion in a person's life. This is probably why photographers have become such a huge part of the wedding industry. With millions of weddings happening globally every day, photographers have become the cataloguers of history for many couples. But how much does it cost to have the best? Joy Business spoke to the founder of photography company Team 1000 Words, Kwame Pucho, to get a better idea of how the industry is evolving.
The thing you have to note about pricing is that there are different photographers giving different offers. And quality, well, it's dependent on you. If you judge that the quality of what they are giving is fine, then that's fine. So it can start as low as 1,000 Ghana cedis and go as high as 25,000 Ghana cedis and even beyond. Again, every photographer is making an offer and they are able to convince clients to pay the amount that they are offering their photography as. So it's really a very varied space. Interestingly, right, early like 2010, 2011, people were paying in dollars and even bringing in photographers. People could spend about $10,000 on their photography. So interestingly, even though people seem to talk about the fact that photography prices have gone high, not so much. That it's rather that most people are demanding for better quality photography. And so in terms of budgeting, they've had to up how much they would have usually paid. So because of that, it's created the impression that it's costing more. But in actual fact, I've heard people pay $10,000 for their photography. When I started in this industry, the amount I used to charge was considered peanuts. Now, it's like the big deal. And if I look at the pricing I used to have then and compare it to now, the value has not changed. But, well, not a lot of people can afford to pay that now.
There are many things that stand out to us as we admire wedding photos. Accessories are some of those things. But how does the accessory sector factor into the wedding industry? And how much are people willing to spend to look their best? Joy Business spoke to the branch manager of Rosanero, Wajdi Chibli, to find out how his company caters for that industry.
We have different design and nice also, beautiful design. Okay. For all people, we have different price. And for all people, you know, sometimes the customer come and ask about the price. Sure, we have we start 2005 Ghana cedi and up. For the 3 set, you can get 12,000 Ghana cedi. Sure, we talk about gold, 18 karat, and diamond. Okay. It's 12,000. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Now, if you have money and you go and buy car, okay, after 1 month, and you're going to sell the car, you're going to lose the money, some of the money. But they pay money, this is money. You pay money for money, this is gold, this is international price. Okay. I advise to come and look first, and they see the design, see the quality, and they pay money for money.
The global wedding industry is estimated to be worth over $300 billion. As the wedding industry in Ghana grows, so does the need for service providers in various sectors, and this provides a unique opportunity for stakeholders in those industries. Reporting for Joy Business, this is Kukwa Apia.
All right, so on the marketplace, and visiting Group Chief Executive of Unilever, Paul Pullman, has announced plans to create almost 5 million jobs in the country. The jobs, according to the group boss, would be created through some projects that is currently undertaken in Ghana. Mr. Pullman also announced the company is working to invest some 35 million euros more this year to aid its expansion drive. Speaking Joy Business after his engagement with the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Mr. Pullman said Unilever is committed to investing more into Ghana's economy.
Investment Tips is brought to you by Daffing Finance, Deposits, Investments, Borrowings and Advisory.
Do you have an investment advisor? How often do you check up on your financial health? It is recommended you do a financial checkup with your investment advisor at least once a year.
Investment Tips was brought to you by Daffin Finance, Deposits, Investments, Borrowings and Advisory.
We sincerely apologize we were unable to bring you that story. But now let's move on. The head of Dalex Finance, Ken Thompson, is calling on government to prioritize stabilizing the Ghana cedi instead of the IMF program. Charles Aite interacted with him on the sidelines of talks concerning Ghana's economy.
The much talked about bailout program between the IMF and Ghana has finally surfaced, as we have come to the clear indication that there is going to be an extension of the program. In the midst of this very extension, various economists and concerned citizens in the financial sector specifically have been sharing their various thoughts and concerns. Right here at Dalex Finance, the head of the institution, Ken Thompson, caught up with us, and he had a different perspective to this very development.
I really don't understand where this debate is going. I really don't understand it. And here's it. It's very simple. You earn 1,000 cedis. You spend 700 cedis on your house helps and on paying interest on your loans. So you're left with 300 cedis. You haven't paid school fees. You haven't bought food. You haven't bought petrol. You haven't done anything else. You haven't gone to a hospital. You haven't saved. You haven't sent your mother money. Then you go to your big brother. He says, big brother, I'm tight. So lend me some money so that I can rearrange my affairs. Your big brother says, well, if I'm going to lend you money, then you can't have any more wives. Then you must have 2 house helps. Then you have to change your children's school, because they can't go to GIS. They have to go to the local school. And you say, fine, you agree. If you go back and you think that, well, my big brother is unreasonable, don't take the money. The IMF is not forcing us to take the money. I mean, we have gone to them to say, we need money to help us, to tide us over whilst we rearrange affairs. And they are saying that if we'll give you money, these are our conditions. We can take it or leave it. This, and I think this IMF issue comes up because it's a red herring. It does not allow us to focus on the real issues. The real issues are that the value of the cedi in our pocket is dead, is next to zero, and the productive sector is dead. There are no jobs. Those are the real issues. What has the IMF got to do with it? If we don't want the money, take it back. I mean, why are we going on about the IMF? As if the IMF is a silver bullet that will solve our problem. That is not the problem. That's not the issue. We have to learn to cut our coat according to our size. We've got to learn to live within our means. It's that simple. Leave the IMF out of the debate. What's the IMF got to do with it? You've come to me. You say you are tight. I've lent you money. I said these are my conditions. Now you go back and you are complaining. Give me back my money. It's a non-argument. This is a non-argument.
So you are just against this whole issue of the IMF coming in to help us in the bailout program?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if the IMF, we've gone to borrow money from the IMF, like any lender, they'll have their terms. If we think their terms are too onerous, let's not take the money.
All right, so our CEO of Dalex Finance, Ken Thompson, sharing his thoughts on some thorny issues of the economy. And this will be a wrap for the program this afternoon. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. Have a good day.